Calcutta High Court says no stay on the Bhabanipur election. The High Court states bypolls will be held as per schedule. So this is the latest on the battle for Bhabanipur, where bypolls are to be held as per schedule, and that's the order coming from the Calcutta High Court. Well, fresh information coming in on the Bhabanipur bypolls, where the Calcutta High Court has refrained from putting a stay on the Bhabanipur election. No stay on the bypolls, so the bypolls will be held as per schedule. Well, remember, it's a pitched battle between the BJP and the TMC in Bhabanipur, and the bypolls have been mired with a lot of controversy over recent violence that has taken place, particularly the TMC being accused of hounding and heckling BJP leaders. We saw all of that drama happening yesterday. The Calcutta High Court was seized of the matter, was in fact on whether the bypolls can be put on hold. The verdict is out, where the Calcutta High Court says there can be no stay on the elections. The bypolls will be held as per schedule. Tanima joining me on the phone line. So Tanima, the Calcutta High Court has questioned the, has of course refrained from putting a stay on the bypolls, but at the same time, this is one of those elections, one of those bypolls which is being watched very keenly, particularly because of the recent events and how aggressive things are getting on ground. Tell us the significance of this verdict. The fact is, the bypolls, as per court order, is supposed to go on schedule.
That's right. In fact, it's very clear now. The Calcutta High Court has spelled it out very clearly, as you mentioned, that there's going to be no stay on the Bhabanipur bypolls, and the bypolls will go ahead as scheduled on 30th of September, which is just a few days from today. As we know, that the plea had basically questioned whether or not there was a constitutional exigency or urgency in actually holding the bypolls at this point in time. Now, remember, the significance of the bypoll, of course, is the fact that Mamata Banerjee is contesting from this particular seat, and that she, in order to hold on to her chief ministerial post, will have to be elected as an MLA by November, which is 6 months from the time that the assembly polls had concluded in Bengal. So keeping that timeline in mind, the Election Commission had also set this date for the bypolls. And these are some of the things that the Calcutta High Court had in fact considered while coming out with its ruling. We'll of course have to wait and see what are the exact observations which have been included by the High Court in its detailed order. But nonetheless, what we can tell you is that the bypolls, the battleground, the biggest battleground that Bengal bypolls is going to see, the Bhabanipur by-election, is going to be held as per scheduled on September 30th.
Yes, and it is, of course, very high stakes for Mamata Banerjee. As you rightly pointed out, she needs to win from Bhabanipur in order to retain the chief ministership as per constitutional procedure. Thanks for joining us. Well, let's take a short break here. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay with me now.